Hey, good morning, Bronx Stars, 7th grade science. It's Miss Jones again. This is our lesson for this week for Thursday and Friday. Let me put it into present mode. And again, it's this week for Thursday and Friday, April 9th and April 10th. It's a 2-day assignment. It's not due until April 10th at 11:59 p.m., which would be Friday. You do now. You looked at a seltzer, tablets, and water experiment in an open system. Describe how this same experiment would look in a closed system. What would be different if it's done in a closed system? So you guys should be comfortable with answering that question. And as always, there's space in your Google Classroom and Google Docs to provide the answer. Time for reading, digging deeper into mass. Let's see what that's about. Conservation of mass, thinking about the plastic bag experiment, and a glow stick. You just read about the glow stick on Monday and Tuesday's assignment. So today and tomorrow's assignment, which will be Thursday and Friday, is just digging deeper. And the plastic bag experiment, if you had placed the bag on a balance before and after you mixed the reactants, you would have observed the mass stayed the same. The mass would have been the same before and after the chemical reaction because the bag would have contained all the same atoms. If you placed a glow stick on a balance before and after you broke the tube, you would have seen that the mass stayed the same. A chemical reaction does not create any atoms or destroy any atoms. Instead, a chemical reaction rearranges atoms to make new substances. This is why the mass stays the same. This scientific principle is the conservation of mass. So remember, in a closed system, the mass always stays the same. It never changes. Please continue the reading in Google Docs, and then you're going to answer the questions that follow. These are your questions, and in this particular assignment, we only have 2 questions. The first one says, you have or you may have wiry cleaning pads at home for cleaning the grill or pots and pans in the kitchen. These cleaning pads often contain soap. The metal in them is called steel wool. Steel wool rusts if you use it and then leave it on the edge of the sink. What must steel wool be made of in order to rust? That's the first question. Second one is, why do you think rust cannot form on other substances like plastic or rubber or even other metals like aluminum? That is a very good question, and that's a nice digging deep question. So hopefully you read all of the content and you feel comfortable with answering those questions. And then the last part, if you could just finish that exit slip, that'd be great, as the picture says. And the exit slip question is, does mass always stay the same in a chemical reaction? Please explain. As always, I miss you guys. Hope to see you soon. Have a great weekend. And please don't forget to reach out to me if you have any questions.